Looking back, my life has been nothing but failure. The tale of Jiraiya the Gallant. It's finished.
お前はなんでこんなことをする？俺に問う。その理由をお前に話したところで何も変わりはしない。だがもう一度ゆっくり話をする。
お前と話すことなんてない。
俺の目的はジライア先生の成し得なかったこと。さっきから言った。
Welcome back, everyone, to map number 2 of the grand finals here today. My name is Bleh, and joining me is going to be the lovely HellrangeR. Of course, for those of you just tuning in, this is the grand finals of the Level 5 Esports Battle for Glory tournament. it is going to be, of course, Nezuko facing off against Team Tamilas. And right now, Team Tamilas winning map number 1 pretty convincingly, Hell. Although, you know, we saw kind of a mini comeback later on. But this map, Ascent, is Tamilas mapping. So if I'm Nezuko, I mean, if they had anything saved, anything planned for their opponents, now is the time for them to really show what they have.
Yeah, for sure. I think Nezuko has to step up and win this map, or else it's going to be a clean 2-0 for Team Tamilas. But it being their map pick, I'm excited to see what they have in it for us.
And I got to point out one thing as well, like the defending side for both the teams were kind of not the best. I feel like earlier on the first map. Yeah, but here we go. Though it's going to be contact play taking place. It's going to be Team Tamilas on the attacking side, and it's going to be Ayan who's going to be burning out, and she has to really push off. She's blinded, but somehow she's alive. Now she's going to get double peeked, triple peeked. In fact, it's Tag and Rafa. 2 quick kills. Rafa doing a smart thing, spotting out one player towards CT. This is not the best of post plans, but 3 players at the back. That is, look, they know where they are, but it's going to be very, very hard indeed to take them out. And I love the recon here coming out from the side of Team Tamilas. Tiger using his drone, and they're blinded, but they still need to make something happen. And Rafa doesn't land. It actually lands a shot, but really very, very quick indeed. And look at it, just jumping in desperation plays from the retake. The 2v4 would have been very, very hard indeed. That was one of the weirdest post plans I've seen. I'm kind of surprised it worked out.
Post plan pretty weird, like 3 guys in the backside. But I think if it has to work, it has to be in the pistol round, right? Where where everyone doesn't have a lot of abilities and whatnot. Because, like, let's say if you have a raise in the opponent and he throws a nade in the background, you're like basically 2 guys will be dead. But in the pistol round, I think it's a good call because it's pretty hard to flush you out. And yeah, it was a pretty good pistol by Tamilas. They showed some presence at middle and went back and hit the B side.
Yeah, and again, nothing too elaborate, nothing too hyper tactical or anything. It's more about just, you know, the contact plays, striking together in tandem, aggression towards short. Oh, the timing there, but unfortunately, Flex, the Ghost coming out on top of the range. A little bit of a team flash there. That's unfortunate. There's still a player around the corner. They should be checking him, and it is going to be BRZ getting taken down. I like these. It's pretty simple stuff. They're peeking together. Everyone, you know, ensuring there's a trade possible, and they're going to be walking in to a free and empty B bomb site. There's no one there. A little bit of aggression from the you know, the final three defending members trying to catch someone off guard. But this is looking good, and as long as they play the cards right, this should be
3.
almost a flawless round. Flex looking for more kills. She just has that that ghost hell, and it's just farming up money.
I think he's saving up for the AWP, the big green.
Indeed.
Or not the big green anymore. The big whatever
Big-
color.
The
They
big
come
black,
in.
the big dragon, whatever it is.
Yeah, but I think with Jet hopping on the T side of Ascent, you can get a lot of pickoffs. So I think he's just saving up for that right now. Anyways,
Ooh, oh, yeah, you hate to see it. That happens to me so all the time. I get the goosh, like you get that animation, the goosh animation, where you know you see the blood and you're like, ah, he's dead, and you barely did like 70 points of damage. Well, Teflon Mike will survive 12 HP. A little unfortunate, I felt there for the Phoenix not to get the kill, but you know what? He saved the gun. Although I don't think he's going to be sticking. Actually, no, he didn't. Save.
he didn't have anything. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, no, he didn't have anything.
Yeah, so the Phantom's going to be coming out, and I guess a lot of players do. Yeah, everyone likes the Phantom. I do see BRZ with the Vandal, you know, wanting to go for the longer range one taps. Now, for the side of Team Tamilas, previously in the first half when they won their the second round, they didn't really go for the upgrade. They had the operator upgrade taking place, which should be happening right now for the Jet. Because you know she didn't buy anything earlier. But apart from that, I feel like they're going to be sticking with the SMGs again. That means aggression, but they're not really doing anything yet. They're playing pretty default with these guns.
Yeah,
Oh,
but I think you can.
I take it back, aggression right there.
No, but this is Ayan on the CT side aggressing.
Oh yeah, my bad. Getting confused. But a little bit of real estate gained by the defending side. The question is Ayan going to be sticking around here? Flex. Not going for the operator. Interesting. Interesting decision, although 12 minutes double peeking, no one checking the corner, but the trades are good to make that. Well, everyone's falling apart here, and VRZ needs to find one, and he will indeed, making it a 2v2. Very, very winnable from both sides. And Stoner trying to go for the play, and maybe that wasn't the play. He was kind of low, maybe falling back there, maybe try to get the spike down, but then the two players nearby would have made that quite troubling indeed. So there we go, first round on board. Much better start from the side of Nezuko. Remember, it was, I believe, 6-1 or something earlier on.
6-1 for Tamilas.
Tamilas, yeah.
Side, yeah. I think, like, if they did check their angles, I think they could have still won this round. But after they got the first pick, just tried to run into the side. So a bit careless from Team Tamilas on their end.
Get out of my way!
You know what? I like this though. I like the little bit of aggression here. All the flex. Well, he's flexing those blades, looking to find something. Doesn't spot anyone towards mid. Blade storm. Up close and personal. The two players ready and waiting. The thing is, it's all about timing. He finds Ian, but expecting the second one. No, he doesn't, but he still finds both. Doesn't matter if he's spotted out. Doesn't matter if they know where he is. The smoke timing is perfect as well. And he's looking for more flex. You gotta stop at some point, Vladdy. And he will finally get taken up by Teflon Mike, but the damage has been done. It is a 3v2 favoring the defending side, though. Barely, however. As Rio finds a player, was going to be, of course, the Phoenix pushing on in, and Rafa's going to take advantage at finding Rio. And now 2v2, the peak from Teflon, the timing is perfection. He was so very low. The fact that he even gets one kill is massive indeed. And now the 1v1 Zoid, making a lot of noise. That's a dead giveaway. That's a dead giveaway. The final player, Killjoy, very well aware where Zoid is right now. The problem is the spike. It's nowhere nearby. He's got to retrieve it. There's 25 seconds on the clock, so he's got to make a little bit of haste. And there's so many angles to check, and this is perfect. Razor, perfectly held angle in clothesline Zoid. That got very hairy indeed, Hell, especially after the two opening kills from Rafa once again. But maybe overextending a little bit, perhaps?
I think Tamilas had no business losing that round, actually. After they got the first two kills, even if they stuck together and went into a side, I think they would have won it pretty easily. But, like, again, Razor made a good play. No one is watching A-shot for Team Tamilas, and Razor is again and again pushing down and getting those 1 or 2 free picks while people are just trying to rush into the sides with their knife out. So, I think they need to be more careful. They have a very good plan in place, but I don't think they're careful enough while executing it.
Well, a little bit of maybe overconfidence, a little bit of maybe getting too over-eager. So lucky. Ian is so lucky to be alive there. How is he? How many guardian angels does he have? And it's going to come on a Teflon. Mike finds one, finds two, blinded, but the door actually saves him. That is just so unfortunate for Team Tamilas. And are they going to get a spike down? They don't. Teflon Mike with the 4K. That looked very scary for Ian, but he survives. And honestly, just losing a player there, you're going to be happy with that, as we do have Nezuko Gaming in the lead for the very first time in this series.
Yeah, it was a pretty clear anti-eco, but I was hoping that Phoenix would have put up his wall for his teammates to cross on, because he was already at switch by the time they were about to cross. So if that would have happened, I think it would have gotten interesting for a 5v5 post plant. So, but yeah, Teflon got some pretty good kills from the back of A-shot there, and that secured in the round.
Cover going out.
Well, once again, long presence. That is kind of a one-way for Flex. I don't think they were planning that.
No, well,
or maybe they're preventing the boost.
No, it's a one-way for the opponent. Since Flex has an op, you know, it looks much more clearer. But when you're the terrorist and you see that smoke as a CT, the CT always has an advantage.
Right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. HellrangeR clearly knows the game better than I do. But they have two players on the site. Teflon, ready and waiting. He's waiting for the camera to spot a player out. Sova using his drone. That's a huge giveaway. And Teflon just not just holding the line. He's gonna find two spraying through the smoke, and he's got to find both Rafa and Stoner. No trade possible. The smoke still keeping them at bay. And this has just been a very, very simple hold. He really hasn't had to do much. Great utility usage as well. But Ian, a little bit of a mistake being made there. Flex almost landed the wall bang as well. Luckily, Teflon, how is he dodging his bullets? I don't even know, hell. But he's alive in the sight. And that's going to make life very, very rough indeed. Tag comes in from the camera as Rio's going to join the party. And now, the defenders, they're pushing in. They want to finish this one off. One player remains. And it's going to be BRZ to finish it off, picking up a double kill for himself as well. A solid, solid hold. And more impressively for me, hell, is the fact that they're winning these rounds against buys very convincingly. It's just like one casualty, maybe two casualties. And I gotta say, even from kind of a tactical pleb like me in this game, I'm not a big fan of some of these plays from, at least even the individual plays coming out from the side of Team Tamilas. It looks very different from what he saw in the first map, like the dry peek from Iron towards Heaven, for example. Everyone looking kind of trepidant. They weren't really convincing in the way they were approaching it. Very different from the pistol round, like this one, for example. Just go for contact plays. I know it's an equal round, but you're seeing this in the buy rounds as well.
An eco is not necessarily a throwaway round, especially in Valorant. You can do a lot of stuff in an eco round.
That was close.
If you hit that. I don't know, Team Tamilas are just manning it. I don't know if it's just an eco, but I don't know if you noticed last round. Even before Team Tamilas began to hit the A side, Soa was already all the way towards T-spawn. So it's pointless to just group up and do a 5-man hit if you're not going to do it quickly, or if you don't show a presence on any other part of the map. So I think they need to change it up, or Team Nezuko will keep stacking up the sides and they'll keep winning it out against them, because like it's very hard to break into 3 or 4-man stacks on sides, especially when you don't have a perfect execute in place.
And you gotta bear in mind, like, you can't really just run on in either, right? Like, if you just keep running on in, like, you're gonna take a lot of damage. Doesn't matter what utility you use. Like, for example, you head towards the A-bomb, so they're to kill Joy with the turrets. You, of course, have, sometimes they have a raise. Go on.
Sorry, I'm gonna cut you, but they're playing it like it's CS, but they need to understand it's not CS. You cannot burst into sites like you can in CS, right?
You can't smoke off a Molotov, like in Valorant, for example.
Yeah, here you have to go through all that utility from Killjoy, from Brim, from whoever it is.
This could work out though. This is actually an information like play which might go the way of the T's. We saw the jet push on in from the defending side, but now they didn't spot anyone and they're like, oh, that's a giveaway. At least a couple of players spotted out there towards mid. And now the players are going to be rotating back, I feel, towards A. Yeah, there we go. They're actually going to sit towards 3 players towards A. No one on B. That was curious.
Can you look at the minimap again? There's no pressure by Team Tamilas on B. They've just left their turret and mollies at B and left it completely open. Now they're rotating in, expecting it might be a B hit. But again, it's very hard for Tamilas to crack into this side, I feel.
And even Cypher's his traps, it hasn't been triggered yet, right?
Yeah.
So they can pretty much happily keep 3 players committed. Although mid could be a problem. Mid could be a problem. The Cypher from Team Tamilas has snuck on in. He could try and cut off the rotation. The problem is he's going to maybe cut off 1 or 2. The flashbang is perfection, but a teammate is there nearby. BRZ hasn't had to do anything yet. Great work holding them off as Iron with the operator shutting down the choke point. And this is not looking good at all for the attackers. Flex at least finds one. Iron looking the wrong way though. The timing is atrocious. And Rio has got all the time in the world to switch over to 10 seconds remaining. There's nothing much his jet can do. But just runs out Flex.
Not ready.
You can't win rounds with Flex getting a 4K every single time. It's ludicrous.
This is a robbery. Yeah, this is a robbery by... This was a robbery by Flex actually, because like the cities, they had the perfect stack, right? They had 3 people towards garden. They had 1 guy watching the city spawn, and they had just 1 guy at B with a couple of mollies. But like, I don't know, Flex won this round purely based on his individual skill. There was nothing great tactically about it, or there was nothing even great as a team about it. It was just Flex winning those rounds on individual skills. And again, as I said, even the last time he did it with his Blades of Fury, the same thing again.
Well, it is kind of, yeah.
I don't know if you saw, like, Soa had the spike at 12 seconds and he was going through CT spawn. I'm not sure he would have been able to plant even if he reached the site.
Yeah, I don't think he would have.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, for the final player in the defending side, he didn't have time to really escape. And Flex, especially with the jet, just like hunting him down like a rabid wolf. But yeah, Flex, Look, don't get me wrong. I like the individuals on the side of Team Tamilas. Obviously, Flex being a standout player. And also, I mean, no hate to any of these players, but I don't recognize most of these guys apart from Flex from the CSGO days. But he's really showing that he's got what it takes. Except as a team, I agree with you. This attacking side is kind of lackluster. But then again, 3 rounds, 5-3. And anything's possible. This B bomb side is going to be facing some pressure real quickly. And the Sova to Rio. He's got a Vandal, and he's playing from, he's playing alone from this cubby. He does have Jet nearby. This could get messy. The contact plays usually does, actually no, my bad, he does have an operator. I take that back. This could get ugly.
Yeah, but again, it's going to be a 5-man hit without any kind of a presence on any part of the map.
Area.
Luckily for them, there's no defender apart from Rio, and he really can't stop them. You know, they have to. They're going to check the corner. They have to check the corner. You have to check the corner, Rafa. He doesn't. But somehow Rio completely fluffs that. That's just unfortunate. And now BRZ is like, what is going on? The players everywhere. It's complete, utter pandemonium right now. And Stoner finds Razor, but BRZ hiding inside of the market. He finds a kill out of the. What do you call that? You call it a shed?
Yeah, boat.
The boat. As Iron. Nice little wallbang on Flex. That is huge. Bear in mind, spike yet to be planted. Retrieved now by the Phoenix, but there's a player right next to Zoid. He should be aware of this. He should be 100% aware of this position. He's going to smoke off, and now he's going to be going for the fade. The problem is he's alone. He's trying to go for the wallbang. It's brilliantly played. Great distraction for Rafa to get the kill, but now it's a dead giveaway. Now they know where both the attacking players are, and Iron. Is he going to dare this? No, he's not. He's going to wait for the smoke to dissipate. Teflon sneaking up as well. 33 points of health for Teflon. That is a problem. Operator and a rifle. Rafa hugging the edge. Slowly trying to close angle. He's going to find one, and that's a player with the health. The jet is down. It's all on Teflon Mike, and unfortunately, Hell, I don't think he's going to be able to do anything here. The moment Rafa checks top right, there's going to be something spotted out, and even though he gets taken down, the trade should be immediate, but Zoid, he might have just fluffed this, but somehow, no! Teflon, he should have known exactly where he was. Was that a panic play from him? What was that?
No, but even like for players who don't know this, if the
He's just trying to fake it out.
Yeah, no, even if he is faking it out, right? From where Zoid was, he could have peeked and killed his TP while he was TPing. So you can kill either of the TPs. From the position where he's going to the position where he is. You can kill either of them. So if he would have just peeked and killed that, he would have won the round regardless. But yeah, it was kind of, I think Zoid got a bit panicked, but then he pulled it out in the end.
Well, 5v4 though. 5-2-4, and now here comes the aggression. Perfect flash, and it's Iron just good for one, but Raz is there with a quick trade. But the trade's taken back by Zoid, making it very, very even indeed right now. 3v3. The Cypher on the side of Team Nezuko does have his ult ready. So we can find some information. Rio, is he going to check the close angle? He doesn't. He doesn't. He has no idea, but he's going to pass on through. But now, he knows where one player is. But he didn't spot the player playing up close mid. That could actually be massive hell.
But I think there's a tripwire there, so that is why he's still okay for now. But if not for the trip, if I was the Cypher in the middle, I would have just pushed in at that point.
You're right, there is needed trip there. Oh, barrel spotted out. This should be a free kill for... What? No! Oh, that's... Okay, disgusting shot from Zoid. Yeah. Disgusting, but BRZ, you need to hit those, lad. You need to hit those. Teflon's been spotted out, and Zoid, he's going for the ace. He's going for the ace, like a wraith hunting for souls. Zoid, he wants a 5th player as well. I'm actually surprised. He spots out the arrow. He knows where he is. He spotted out the arrow, I'm quite sure, but Stoner is going to steal it away is the question. Stoner, don't do it. Don't do it. Give him the ace. Give him the ace. Oh, looks away, but he still denies the ace. That's just so unfortunate. But what a round. What a round from the Omen. That is just disgusting. Absolute filth from Zoid. 4K. Although, yes, a couple of whiffs coming in, especially from BRZ. Man, like, he spotted the barrel out, hell. But yeah. I feel like that made him a little bit more nervous, in fact.
I think that was almost like, okay, I'll wait till he'll come to shoot me, and then while you're thinking that in your head, he just white peeks and kills you. So that split second, you caught him off guard, but again, another individual round by Zoid. Some amazing shots.
Iron. Recon arrow in. Spotted out BRZ. Oh, that is ballsy from him. There's a big gap there in the cage and no one checking him. That is strange from Stoner. He wasn't blinded either, which makes things very, very curious indeed. BRZ just laying down his ult to figure out where the players are, and now they know how many players there are. This flank is massive.
No, but the SOA started pushing even before
They got the info.
Yeah, because they're always 5-manning. There's nothing else that Team Tamilas is doing. They're just sticking together as 5 and hitting sides. It's not gonna work out, guys. I'm sorry to say that. It's not gonna always work out unless you get the 4 kill from one individual, but that's not always gonna happen.
Well, yeah, I mean, teamwork doesn't necessarily mean sticking together as a team every single time. So Sova's going to do a smart thing, though. He's going to reposition himself. Because obviously, once the position was given away, then they would be expecting someone flanking in, right? So he's going to play a much more safer angle as Iron playing for the smoke. That is ballsy. And, well, Razor gets taken down by Tagev. That's great usage of the utility and flex. Unfortunately for him, no one spotting out the player in the side. It's going to be Zoid who gets the kill, and Tagev completely blinded. He's going to make his way into the side. Nice shot from Iron. Spike carrier spotted out, taken down 2v3 right now, but Rafa replies back immediately. 2v2. 15 seconds. Rafa's going to find a second kill. Now they know exactly where Teflon is. For sure, they should have an idea where he's going to be coming in from. He's going to be sneaking in from short. Door open. Nice shot onto Rafa. Bomb is going to be planted. The timing is perfection from Teflon. He could have timed that any better. Huge kill from him. And a 1v2 to clutch it out. Getting very, very hairy considering how much information they had held. It shouldn't have come this close.
Yeah, with the kind of information they had, it should never have been, down to a 2v1 for Teflon to clutch it, like a 1v2. Like, I don't know why they were not much better set up for that, in a sense. Because they knew the players can't be shot since Rio was at tiles. So I don't know why they had a double shot set up instead of having 2 to 3 guys on site at that point. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, in the end, Teflon clutches it, but it could have been much cleaner in my opinion, with the information they had.
Indeed, it could have. Like, I'm a little surprised the Phoenix walked out towards short there, like in that 1v2, where he could have just played along. The bomb wasn't exactly planted for him, but that's fine, right? Him just staying alive, it cuts off the player walking up from short, and his teammate can just concentrate on heaven. So that was like a nice kind of crossfire. Not exactly crossfire, but nice angles being held there. Instead, he walked out towards short, maybe trying to close the door, but then the timing doesn't work out for him. And, well, final round of this first half. It has been a much closer affair, I gotta say.
Yeah, from the first map, we are seeing a different side of Nezuko in this map, I feel. Like, in the first map, in the first half, they were looking nowhere in the game, actually.
Well. For a shot taken by and looking for more. Just walking in straight to the death, and this is unnecessary. Goes for the flick shot. And here comes the blades. Storm going for the style points. That is unnecessary. There's no need to do that. Oh, if you lose because of this, I'm not going to be a happy man. The flashbang is perfect. Trigger discipline from BRZ though, and he's going to find Rafa. And now it's a 1v3. It's Zoid, the Omen. He's in the site. He's got the bomb. And they have an idea where he is. But the thing is, he's got to try and isolate these fights. He knows where one player is. Or maybe he doesn't. They're going to run on out. Perfectly done there from BRZ. Just peeking out with the paranoia. Not giving him any time to get the bomb down. Just peeking together as a team. And with that, that is going to be, well, the half being won by Nezuko Gaming. And this is, again, reminding everyone if you're tuning in right now. First reminder, like and subscribe to the channel. I do believe these guys, Level 5 Esports, are doing a very good job with these small community cups. Really helps the scene overall. You just can't always have big events all the time. You need to support the small guys as well. So like, do, and subscribe. And the second thing is going to be the fact that, hell, suddenly, the map pick from Team Tamilas not going the way right now. However, one thing we've seen from both the teams are they kind of struggle on the T side. They don't really seem to have many ideas on what to do on the attacking side.
I don't know why they didn't use any of Phoenix, Omen, Flashes, or Cypher's camera to clear B main. I'm still thinking of that. Like, I think we're gonna see a similar thing where Tamilas is gonna come back on the CT side and clinch it maybe. I'm gonna hedge my bets there.
Well, Zoid. 1v3, not quite panning out in the previous round. He's got his host out. Some contact. What? Come on, that's illegal. That is illegal, but he gets punished for it. He's gonna go straight to prison for that shot. That is just disgusting. They're gonna walk out through the smoke. How does he get away with this play? I don't know. But he's gonna walk it out straight into a headshot, and now it's a 2v4. The Phoenix and the Silver. The Dart. Oh, gotta get rid of that there, Tag F. Unfortunately, a little too late. Position compromised, a little bit of a shock as well. And at this point, I guess you might as well fall back. I mean, or just go for it. I don't know. Let's try to do some damage. The flash and the arrow. The Dart, rather. Great timing. Tag finds one, finds two. They're going to peek together. You're going to find three. Tag is just popping off. It's now a 1v2, but the player's coming in from heaven, and Rafa's not aware, and it's going to be the Killjoy tapping away. Tag with a 4-kick. Does he have the time, Joe? I don't think he does not have the time. But what an effort from Tag. That is just... That should have been impossible for a second if Rafa was spotting Heaven Hell.
Yeah.
That was a nice sentence. If they were spotting Heaven Hell, that could have been the retake of the tournament, perhaps.
As they say, right, hindsight is 50-50. But, like, I don't know, even in the 4v2, I don't know what... they should not have been able to retake that, but Tag hit some really nice shots. And I think the Vines player should have waited for the Heaven guy to flank, and they could have won that round easily, but yeah, in the end, they win it on time, basically.
Yeah, that got a little too...
close, yeah.
Very, very close indeed. Well, alright, they survived the scare. It's gonna be, should be a pretty comfortable round here. And it's not gonna waste any time just overrunning this bomb site. The SMG's Spectre is doing a lot of work.
How does it, for you, Bleh, how does it feel to get back into the Indian scene?
It is true. I haven't casted... Well, I mean, I've done PUBG Mobile, but then...
I mean, the PC Indian scene.
Yeah, I guess PUBG Mobile doesn't count because the biggest scene is the Indian scene. It's nice. I've always really enjoyed watching Indian Counter-Strike in CSGO for all these years, mainly because obviously, like, I stopped watching like a year and a half ago because, you know, teams were kind of like dropping out, disbanding and all of that. But it's always good to like have context, right? End of the day, you want teams from your country, from your region to do well, right?
Yeah.
Always. You want them to do that. And it frustrates me at times, but I also like watching it because sometimes you do spot out certain players, certain teams, and when you're like, all right, these guys have something going for them, you know? One thing I gotta say here, and I hate to be blunt, is if both these teams face off against Velocity Gaming, VLT, Ace's team, I feel they're gonna have a very rough time. Like, we know Nezuko, they got destroyed earlier today in the Nodwin Invitational. Oh, sorry, no, not the Nodwin Invitational, one of the other...
Agni series,
The Agni series, yeah, the qualifier. But even for Team Tamilas, I feel there are strong points, they have some very strong players, but it's still lacking. But you know what? It's still a very young game. It's still a very young scene. I want to see what these guys have in store for us. As we do have a short play taking place. Zoid holding the line. He's going to get double, triple peeked. And it's perfectly placed paranoia. He's going to be forced back. But fortunately, he's not going to get peeked. Problem is Stoner. He's alone. He's alone in hell. There's no one immediately nearby to help him out.
I think they've slowed it right down, and I think it's a good decision for them to do that. They're waiting for Team Tamilas to make a wrong play at the moment. This has become a one-way for Stoner right now. How is he alive?
No way. No way. How is Stoner allowed to escape and he pulled off the great Houdini? Stoner! That's not allowed. You can't lose down like that. No one finds him. Firstly, like the first kill, great job. Then two players push him, and they get screwed with their own smoke. I feel.
Yeah, I feel bad for the players pushing in because it kind of became a one-way for Stoner. So if they push in from the right side, right, the only thing they can see is the smoke, and Stoner can see their entire body in a sense. So I feel bad for them, but that was That was
Wait,
like
what was that? His teammates?
no, that was that was the T smoke, but it was
Okay.
supposed to smoke off heaven. But
Oh
the Omen
no!
smoke is such that it falls down as well. So you always
Everything
get
went wrong there.
yeah.
Oh well. Sometimes it do be like that. Oh, Tag F spots out a couple of players. And he does not want to face. Rafa's going to be playing at backside. This is interesting. Tag probably going to be the bait here, I assume. Dart comes into play. Shock Dart. Not doing much damage, though.
By now, I
in.
think.
Mhm.
Sorry. By now, I think the team should know that it's either 5-man or nothing. So I would just tag the sides like hell. Because both the teams have been doing the same thing on the CT side. On the T side, actually.
Both of them very, very similar indeed. And here we go. Killjoy making life very, very miserable for the players on that B bomb site. And Rafa, is he outside?
Ooh.
No, he's been detained. They should know where he is. That's a free kill right there. That is unfortunate. Iron's gonna get a free kill. Tagger pushing on in. He needs to win this duel, but Iron's gonna find two. And things are looking rough. Raz gets taken up a Flex, though, just walking out straight from the smoke. Flex doesn't check the back. Rio takes sweet time lining up the shot. And now, 4v2. The two defenders both coming in from the spawn. They're going to be sending in a drone as well. And the drone's going to gather a lot of information. They know where both the players are. And that is going to be round number 10 going away from Nezuko. They're trying to hunt down these guns, but I think they might survive. They will indeed. Zoid finding a couple, but just constellation kills, though. Double digits getting reached by Nezuko early on here. And hell, unless something changes drastically, I see a map number 3 coming up.
The difference between, I think, the CT side from Nezuko and from Tamilas is Nezuko was pushing in on the free space while they were being given. Like, if you saw Rio, at least like 4 out of the 13 or 12 rounds, he had pushed in the B lobby when there was no presence at the start. So I think if Tamilas start doing the same and start taking map control, because like from what I've seen right now, it's either 5-man or nothing from both these teams. So like if you see presence on one part of the maps, maybe take a gamble and push with 2 guys and gather that information and start stacking sides at this point. I think that should work for anyone playing on the CT side against these teams.
Well, so far, no one's really adapting. Again, they have 3 players gathered up, like heavy presence towards A from 3 of the players off Nezuko. And we have 3 stacked. No one at mid. Yes, they have the Cypher trap laid. Again, a contact play, perhaps. And it is going to be the operator in the hands of Ian. Why not? He's been hitting some very good shots. It's just the fact that... Oh. Does he feel like pushing out as a question? Stoner, position compromised. Gap there, and whew, so lucky for the Jet to stay alive there. And now Raza walking on in. It's all about timing. Nice recon dart. Rafa avoids it. He's going to find this peak, and the timing is again perfect. He's going to get the kill. Tosses in his little bit of floor is lava gimmick over there to ensure that the player's not able to push on in straight into market. But I think the jig is up. I think they're very much aware what his hit is going to be coming in towards, and it's going to be, of course, these 2 defenders here. It's going to be the timing on that flash is perfection, but it's just good for 1. The spike has been spotted out as well. Now, Tag F, how long can he delay? How long can he stay alive? Because they have to check this. They have to check this. And Tag looks the wrong way. He spotted the barrel out. Maybe he's expecting a second player, perhaps. If he got that kill, that could have been huge. And now Rio using up as well, trying to find something. Unfortunately, his arrows won't find its mark, but now it's a 3v3 retake. Health advantage slightly for the defending side, for the retaking side rather, but still, bomb ticking away. Time is not their friend. Zion smoked off. That operator is not going to be that handy. And Flex is aware. Someone's going to find 1, and Rio's going to find the second, and now 1 player remains, and there's nothing the final player can do as Flex, operator in hand, is going to be facing off against Jet, who's got her ult, and the no-scope doesn't land and gets taken down, executed. A little bit of overkill with that ultimate, but Ion, he gets his vengeance. Flex can get nothing done, and I feel that round was all on the Sova on that B bomb side, Hell. He needed to get that one kill.
He needed to get that one pick off at least. And I mean, when he's hiding behind the site and he hears footsteps running, he has to pick either one or the other direction, because or else he would have gotten easily sandwiched on both the sides, and that's what happened, right? He didn't peek till the last second, and by that time both the players were checking the back of side. So yeah, I think it was on TagF to get one kill there at least.
Well, they're finally switching things up right now. Of course, it is just the light investment. They're going to be trying to play for overtime. Rex, very, very ballsy. Oop, tagged a little bit. Just got her ultimate. Maybe they're going to try to make something with this Rafa. Picking up Raza. It is a force bank. The timing of the flash is again great. He now knows where the operator is. Just repositioning Rafa. Oh, spot that player. Ow, but Iron, he's not missing too many shots this time around. And, Ascent and Rio catches TagF with his pants down. The Sova versus Sova duel has been going the way of Nezuko. It seems like almost every single time. And now Flex, he's got to start flexing with that Blade Storm, picking up the rifle as well. But then the goal gets shut in his face. They need to win this round. This is a heavy investment. But again, will be 3 favoring, well, the attacking side. Iron, P and BRZ shutting it down. They get nothing done. They're able to get a foot onto that B bomb site. 12-6, they're a map point in Nezuko Gaming. Out of nowhere, they've woken up Hell, and they're 1 round away from taking the map pick of Team Tamilas away from their hands.
Yeah, from what I've seen of the map, it looks like Tamilas should have picked Haven and Nezuko should have picked Ascent, because both the teams are playing completely different on their opponent's map picks. And like the CT side of Team Tamilas is not as good on Ascent as it was on Haven. And some pretty good plays by Nezuko right now.
Indeed. Can't really deny it. Like we spoke about the T sides being a little bit of a problem for both these teams, but right now Nezuko showing that their CD side performance so far on Ascent has not been a fluke. They've really been looking very solid indeed. And even the post plans, I like the post plans. They're not too scared to, you know, be a little bit more aggressive, make them struggle. Yeah, we saw a couple of weird rounds like that, that Hell play towards that A bomb side earlier. But apart from a couple of mishaps here and there, they look pretty solid so far.
Cage trigger.
I've seen some interesting Molotovs actually from Razor. He knows some lineups where you can get Molotovs deep into the side. That is
Rafa.
Cage caught one.
Catch by Rio. Getting a lot of information. A little bit of a team flasher, if you like. Rafa getting a little hungry. Spots the barrel. Wallbang into Iron. And this time this B bomb side is getting shut down. BRZ needs to do something to help his teammate. And Raza, what a shot! Just flicks around and decapitates Rafa, but Stoner luckily there to get the trade at 3k. So Team Tamilas not quite done yet, Hell. Still clinging on. And yeah, like you said, it's roles reversed. We saw a very similar scoreline on the first map where it was Team Nezuko who were kind of grinding it back to make it a respectable scoreline. And it was on their map pick. And now Team Tamilas on their map pick struggling here. And honestly, 5 rounds in a row, I'm kind of optimistic as a person, Hell, but I don't really envision it going their way.
I think they'll close out the round. They have Killjoy's ult, and then they'll go B, and I think that will be the round that Nezuko will close it out.
Indeed, I think that would be the play here. A little bit of aggression. But they've completely given up mid. Again, we see that Cypher's a little trap. They're going to inch ahead. Waiting patiently. The jet shot. There we go. Now the hit's going to be in. Now they know that it's going to be the big pincer. This camera is at least going to help them gather some information. As Flex is going to get a kill on the BRZ. Looking for more. Rafa's got shots through the smoke. And this is pure chaos right now. Iron's going to find Rafa. Quick trades back and forth. But it's going to be on Stoner to make something happen. But it looks like this is it, Hell. It's a 1v3. They were aware it's a B hit. They had so many bodies there holding the line. But Nezuko, like the hammer of doom, smiting down on the B bomb side, and there's nothing they can do. TagF left alone in a 1v3. He might have those L5 to make it work, but, well, he needs to find 3 kills. He finds one, will not be expecting the second player, not at all. Teflon to deal the final blow. And that's going to be a pretty impressive map number 2 from Nezuko again.
Yeah, that was a pretty good performance by Nezuko. Even on this last round, they did a good split, but even though like Tamilas had 4 bodies, I think, on the B side, they had like 3 of them in the city spawn. So that was pretty much useless for the guy on site, I think, which was Stoner. Yeah. And he had no backup in terms of people on the site. Everyone was stuck in city spawn, and this time they could not come out with the help of Rafa's flashes. So it was a pretty good play from uh, Nezuko to split B, and then just they had, I think they had one guy watching CT side for sure.
And an interesting thing as well is if you look at the opening kills, 6, I'm just going to count it down for you guys. 10 opening kills actually went the way of Team Tamilas, where they're able to, just net 7 rounds in total. So yeah, getting the opening kills, but maybe not able to capitalize on it. But kudos to Nezuko, waking up. It's pretty hard to, kind of bounce back after losing your first map, which was your map pick, to take it to map number 3. But map number 3 is where we're going to find ourselves here, ladies and gentlemen. We're not quite done yet. One more map to decide who's going to be crowned the champion here of Level 5 Esports Battle for Glory. The grand final continues. We'll be back after a quick break.
Jiraiya the Gallant. Looking back, my life has been nothing but failure. The tale of Jiraiya the Gallant.
Good luck, have fun getting called by both the teams as we are entering the final stretch of the grand finals here, ladies and gentlemen, of Level 5 Esports Battle for Glory. It's a wonderful Sunday evening. My name is Bleh, and joining me is Hell. And Hell, we've seen a kind of a very back and forth affair so far.
I think Nezuko has a good advantage because they are starting on the CT side, and whichever team has started on the CT side has won so far. So okay, I'm interested to see if the trend continues.
Well, Bind being a map which is curious, you know, the only map with the teleport option, which makes things interesting. And that for me, I like that. I like the fact that you're trying to, you know, there's a map in UK which makes things interesting. But hold on to that thought. Facet coming in. Spectre leading the way with the sawed off in the face. Finds one, but the trade is quick indeed. The shock dot finding its kill. Teflon Mike finds another one, and suddenly the trades are very, very fast indeed. But the timing from BRZ, perfection. As now it's a 1v2, and Rafa has a lot of work to do. Spike is planted for her. She doesn't have any flashes to work with. Teammates telling her where she is, and BRZ just holding the line, ensuring that she doesn't get off to any shenanigans. And a nice defense coming out there. Nezuko, CD side, make it work. They win the pistol.
I'm not sure where Teflon got the first couple of kills, but it was a pretty good execute to begin with. I'm not sure what happened after that. Did you know where Teflon got his kills from? Did you know
I actually don't. That was too fast.
It was too fast for me. I'm like,
I feel like he was he at elbow?
Smoke? Yeah. No,
the
he
U-bend?
was, the U-bend was where Jet dashed in and got the entry pill. But I think he was on the back of site when he got those.
Perhaps. Oh, okay. Cheeky camera angle there. Spawning a lot for the Cypher. As we see Zoid leading the charge. Aggressive hold coming in towards the hooker. As, okay, alright. Nice opening kill coming in for Rafa. And I feel like someone like Reyna is just the perfect character for a player like Rafa. As well, at least the trade does come in, the Raza spraying through the edge of the smoke, so at least the trade has taken place. Teflon now, the sole defender, if my minimap serves me right, on this A bomb site, and is slowly gravitating towards this position. I like this from Teflon. Falling back and playing it safe. Well, complete shutdown there. Spike not planted yet, but a nicely timed push coming in from TagF, and again, it's going to be Zoid. He's got a sawed off, unfortunately. It's a good ambush weapon, Hell, but not at range.
At this range, he'll be lucky to get like 10 damage in headshot.
At this point, wouldn't it be just better to like pick up the
Okay, you gotta respect that.
for a very short period of time?
Yes.
I'm actually very impressed by how good Teflon Mike is, at least in the aiming department, but he looks very crisp for majority of the part.
He is, right? Like, he's not the player like who you kind of see going for these crazy plays. Like, you know, you expect to see that from like someone like a Rafa maybe, or you see Ian, for example, being quite annoying with her aggression. But here we go, Teflon with the operator, and he is honking at that field. So he's looking to get an early opening pick here.
My stream is a bit blurred out. So
All right, I can talk it through. Oh, all right. They're gonna be sending in the drone through the TP. Rio not spotting anyone out towards mid, but at least a sound has been made. And Rio not doing what he said earlier, Hell, what he said, you know, they could just use the drone to TP through and use that sound cue to send a person through as well. They haven't really done that. They've just found that there's no one towards mid, which is a problem because the hit is actually taking place towards his B bomb site, where BRZ is alone. He's got Razuz pushing out through the smoke. But right now, Team Tamilas not really aggressing yet. They haven't really played their hand. They're very close by, waiting to strike, maybe forcing Team Nezuko to overthink. But they have 3 players towards B. They've been telegraphing this quite a bit. As I say that, they seem to be slowly falling on back. This is curious from Team Tamilas. The spike is heading towards A, while 3 players towards this hookah and B long area. They might be just trying to sell a fake here. This is interesting.
I think again they're taking too long.
Maybe. Oh, up close and personal. The auto shot, he finds one, and that's timing for BRZ to strike. He finds one, not 2, as Rafa pushing in through the smoke, using it, being an empress of death. Finds one, looking for another, but Raza and Rio, actually Rio teaming up in a quick double. Teflon finds one, and now no one left alive. A brutally fast retake from the defending side of Nezuko. Their winning streak from the second map, it continues.
I think Team Tamilas made 2 right calls and 2 very bad calls after that, because if you noticed, after the drone was sent in through the teleport by Nezuko, they rotated 4 guys over towards A. And Team Tamilas came back, they took hookah, and it looked like they were preparing to hit B, which was the right call. But then they overthought it, and then they held there again. And after that, they thought that when there is like 20-25 seconds, they'll send 2 or 3 guys into B to do a fake, and, you know, let the other 2 guys go into the A side, which should have again worked, because Nezuko Gaming rotated 4 to 5 of their, like all 5 of their players towards the B side after the Jet dashed in and got the first pick. But then they again overthought it and pulled the players back from A into the B side, back into the blunder. So.
Well, it do be like that sometimes, right? You overthink it, but I'm just trying to worry for Team Tamilas a little bit, right? Like I said, it seems a far cry from what we saw from them on that first map, where they were so proactive, and now they're just, like you said, going for individual plays, waiting for their opponents to make a mistake. And Nezuko, credit where it's due, they're not making any mistakes. BRZ not missing the tripwire shot, finds the Jet. Reposition himself. That was Iron has a tendency to get caught out quite often. That's unfortunate. He hit some really nice shots, but his positioning at times is just kind of rough.
I think that is something he can gather with experience if he keeps learning from this. He has some, I think he has some really good aim with the AWP, but that it's not just the aim that is going to help him. He needs to learn how to position as well.
Yeah. And obviously, being a new game, a lot of opportunities to learn to grow together as a team, as an individual as well. For Team Tamilas, though, they have got the 1 kill earlier on, and all 3 going to be grouping up, going for this contact play again. Remember, they do not have any weapons here, and they're going to be sneaking on up where there's 1 player in his B bomb set. BRZ, is he looking the wrong way? Oh, there we go. Trigger is a dead giveaway, and he's going to find one. Re-peeking out around the corner. Second kill as well. Easy as you like it. He knows there's another player on the side, and that is a perfectly placed nade from Razor. I don't even know how the players are alive on that side then. Well, in the end, Void, he will go into the Void. 4-0. They lose the one player. That was Ian. Unfortunate timing from him earlier on. But apart from that, they're looking pretty solid. The money, maybe not so much. But they're winning the round. So, honestly, who cares? Double op setup coming out as well.
I think the double op is going to work pretty well against Tamilas as well. Because they're almost all the time walking in into angles to take the control. So, like, if they keep doing that, I think they're going to be punished really badly by Breezer and Ian.
Oh, okay. Get wrecked, Flex. There's nothing you can do to that. That's the thing with Ian. He hits these really nutty shots. Yeah. But then he makes so many weird timing and positional mistakes as well at the same time, and aggression from both the ends. Yeah. Okay. You push showers and you push long. What is going on?
But again, you see, Tamilas is just with 500. So it's pretty easy for them to push, take control of the entire map. And now they just get blocked in. They have nowhere to go.
And Teflon. There's the little portable lava nade. Position compromised. Oh, that could actually bait out a player. 3 players lying in wait over A. But now, again, Team Tamilas, they just hold and they wait. They don't really go for a play. Smoke coming in though. Killjoy activated. Nice flashback. Teflon not giving away his position. And this should be a 3-1. Goes for the spray transfer. And it's a great work from Teflon as BRZ is there to join the fray. And it's again Zoid left alone. 1v4. There's nothing he can do. Iron with the opening and the closing kill. 5-0 for Team Nezuko.
Again, I don't know why they just keep hitting 5-man again and again and again. It's hard for me to understand that because...
It's okay, Hell, let it out. Say it's tilting you.
No, it is to a point because like they need to understand that it's not working out. Why? Like doing the same thing over and over again is the definition of insanity. So I'm expecting a different thing.
As Voss said very famously in Far Cry 3. Do you know the definition of insanity? Alright, nicely timed, but the placing is off. Razor doing a great job finding 2, and BRZ, he's gonna be able to re-peek out as well, and thankfully he's got his teammate. Another little flick of the wrist from BRZ. He's just shutting it down. That's a spike dropped as well. And now 2v3. At least Zoid have control of the B bomb site, Hell, but they don't have the spike.
And they both are locked down again here.
Well,
I know exactly
do something. 3v2. Position compromised. And BRZ. I love this. I love this from him. I love the way he keeps on falling back, repositioning, forcing them to go for a play, forcing them to walk into the spot. So the double peek comes in. I thought that would be a collateral. In fact, he just finds one. And with that, the spike has been retrieved. The one thing going away from Team Tamilas right now is the fact that they have time to work with. And Zoid's just going to leg it for that A site, where Iron is once again going to be ready and waiting. Operator out, scoped in on the bomb site. Spike gonna be planted. Numbers punched in. And he knows where he's gonna be. He knows where Zoid is. Scoped in, just walking on up, waiting for his teammate to come in, and waits patiently. Iron, you might have made a couple of mistakes earlier, buddy, but that was played to perfection.
Again, it was a very well round played by Breezer, I think in particular, because even after...
Is that his name? Breezer?
Breezer, yeah, Breezer.
Ah, alright.
Okay, so... BRZ is short for Breezer, so it was a very well round played by Breezer because he... After he got the first 2 picks, I really thought he's just gonna take the fight, but he played it very well. He kept falling back, as you said, and he kept using his camera and his traps and his cages to stop them from gathering the entire information while his teammate rotated off. But again, Team Tamilas, like they peeked into the op, one guy died, then I don't know if two people are gonna re-pick it without any flash or without anything. What's gonna be the outcome? It's gonna be the same, right? You're walking into an op, so I think they really need to
I mean, they seem to be relying on aggression from Nezuko, and the thing is, Nezuko are aggressing. It's just that they're aggressing so well. It's not one player just walking out, right? It's like 2 players, 3 players using utility, gathering information misplays. It's a fine game Nezuko Gaming are playing right now. I gotta say.
Again, if you look at the minimap, they have 5 men towards A.
And it's a buy round.
It's a buy round, yeah. They have 5 people towards A. No one B whatsoever. And all of them A shot, not even showers.
This could be...
And can you press tab? And yeah, there's no alt. There's no alt as well, so they're just gonna...
This could be a slaughter, hell. The 3 players lying in wait. And so far, I haven't really seen Nezuko make any mistake, especially on that A side hold. They have just been like a rock, especially Iron getting this cheeky opening kills, and Teflon Mike as well, just being fantastic all the way from the pistol round. And on the you go towards the B side, you have Breezer, like you said, he played that round to perfection, and I'm expecting more from him. Double operator setup, and like you said, no ults available. They're gonna have to rely on these 4 phantoms and the 1 vandal to open it up. And again, even the armor, 3 of the players, they've had to sacrifice the full heavy armor just to be able to afford these rifles. So I do fear for them, but they are opting to head towards showers, where again, the timing there! Oh, that was ballsy from the attacking side, and now a missed shot from Iron. So far, they've been perfect, but now a few is coming out! As Rio, good for just 1, and the trades are good at the moment for the attacking side. Team Tamilas. It's taken a while for them to strike, but finally, it seems like they're going to find some success. A 1v3. As Breezer, he's got a lot of work to do. I'm not too sure about the economic situation right now, but he's just got to go for this. This is interesting and perfectly timed little bot there as Taggeth finds the kill. And with that, Team Tamilas took a darn while, hell, but they get around on board.
Yeah, well, but I don't think they're going to win another round again like this, because this was just, I think this was just Rafa saying, "मैं घुस के मारूंगा, तुम लोग मेरे पीछे आ जाओ." He just ran in through the toilet smoke with Teflon Mike, not expecting it. No one would expect that. Without any flash, without anything, just rushing in through the smoke. And then again, he ran into the site without any kind of... I mean, this is a kind of round which will never be replicated again in this map. And I don't know. I'm worried for them.
Okay, Razor. All right, it's already T-spot. It's been 5 seconds. Okay, that's a little bit of a pre-far, maybe not necessary, but look at the amount of information gained, hell. Look at the amount of information they have. They know there's no one at A, and now you can see this mass rotation. The problem is there were 4 players there, and the timing on that! As Breezer finds Stoner, no one's smoking off the position. The stim beacon coming in for Teflon Mike. At least the smoke's gonna keep him at bay for now. And Razor, blinded, gets the kill! That is so unfortunate for Zoid and Rafa. Time to shine. Time to be the queen of death on this bomb site. Spike down, time is their ally. Now Flex, end the line. Flick shot doesn't land, that's a problem. Now Rafa, he's gone through a lot of work, he's taking damage. Flex, second shot's gonna land though. And now this should be the round for Team Tamilas. This 100% should be, as Flex with a 3rd kill for himself. 1 player remains, and no one remains in the end. 2 rounds going the way of Team Tamilas. That was... I feel like the moment they heard the ult from the Raze, they knew that they had information. That's when they just struck that B bomb site. And
this was a much better reaction, I feel, from Team Tamilas. Only if the smoke was a bit earlier, they would not have even lost their first guy. But apart from that, they reacted pretty well to what Nezuko Gaming was doing on the A side.
Well, some success, Team Tamilas. I don't have to call the ambulance yet. I think there is a heartbeat. 6-2. But they are running out of opportunities, hell. Don't have too many rounds to work with here. We're in round number 9 out of the 12 in the first half. So we have 4 more rounds. Can they potentially tie it up? That's the question. Can they? Maybe. Contact play coming in towards B. 3 players there lying in wait, although no one on the site. They're playing from the elbow area. Killjoy getting deployed. And Rafa has to go for the play. She is the Reina after all. They're gonna have control of the site though. But BRZ spots out the player, Rappa fall to Razor, nade Stoner into oblivion. The trades are thick and furious. But with that, are they gonna commit? All the defenders are here. All three players gathered. Iron playing a narrow angle. Smoke dissipates. For a moment there, it seemed like he was going to panic, and they're just going to head straight towards this A side. No one's there. Both the C4, the spike, carrier, heading straight towards A. The jig is up. They know where they are, and now Flex, he's got a lot of work to do. He used up all her abilities except for her ultimate, the Blade Storm. What can she do? She knows a couple of places was Heaven. Playing very, very up close. Knows there's someone nearby, and she doesn't get checked. Teflon, though, turns around. Actually, it's going to be Rio who finds a kill. And now it's a 1v2. Zoid, 16 HP, hemorrhaging, bleeding out from every pore possible. And he's going to peek around the corner. Are they going to expect his position? He's going to peek on out, and he's going to get the kill. He might got just one out if he makes his escape. 16 points of health. He's even got the ult to work with. But they're going to stick it. Rio, balls of steel. Already the work done by his teammate, and he finishes his job. And it is going to be 7 rounds. Heartbreak from Team Tamilas.
I think it was... They made a good decision to TP, but there were some pretty bad plans. Especially, I don't know who the guy was on the site who died, but he knew his teammate was low, and he should have just waited for him. And similarly, Flux, after he got the first kill, he knew both of them were Heaven. He could have just marked with his AWP from CT for people dropping down for the Heaven, or went for a pick with his AWP, but he wanted to use his blades. I don't know why. So
He did get a kill.
no,
Yeah,
but after I'm saying
it.
after the first kill. I'm saying after the first kill when he knew both the players are on Heaven.
I think that's something we've seen being a problem for a lot of these players. It's not just one team or one player in particular, where they get, they get the bloodlust, where they're like, all right, I got 1, I got 2, I got 3, I'm gonna go for more, instead of playing the round, playing the time. And how long have we been talking about that now? Like years, 6, 7, 8 years.
It's been a long time. Now I have switched games in the hopes of
It's still the same
thing. That not happening in this game.
Well, 7-2. Team Tamilas, at least they know that they can make Nezuko bleed. They know that his defense is not exactly foolproof. But again, like you said earlier, Hell, it was a lot about good timing. It was a lot about aggressive pushes, which not just caught us off guard, but also caught their opponents off guard. And that's not sustainable. That's not a sustainable way to win rounds. As we do enter the final 3 rounds of this first half.
Out of charges.
And it is going to be once more a hit towards A. And again, the 3 defenders lying in wait. Zoid being kept at bay. The shock dart giving up a little bit of a jolt. But it's going to be the attacking side getting the opening pick. Stoner finds tough on Might. There's a huge kill to find, but Raz replies back, and Raj is going for the hero. Plays up above, but she finds a death in the heavens. Nyan now. In hand. Zoid needs to fuel this fight, but he's going to get taken down. A perfect flank from Iron, and Rio finds a 3rd, and that is a beautiful retake from Team Nezuko. 2 players survive. Yes, these rounds are very, very close indeed, Hell. But you know what? As long as you win them, you win them.
The problem being, like, there are no good post plans for Team Tamilas. Since they go in 5-man, I think they even rush in 5-man majority of the time.
Yeah.
They don't have guys for who are holding the flank or who are holding angles. For let's just say someone peeks in from U-Halls, they should have a guy marking that instead of everyone just rushing into the side, right? And they did not even take U-Halls control. So they need to, if you are going to plant there, you need to get U-Halls control, or else it's almost impossible to defend the site. Because if you don't have showers, you don't have U-Halls, you're just stuck towards your shot. That is something they need to take control of the next time.
Oh, and Iron. He was trying to feel it, Hell. This guy,
I know exactly.
he lets adrenaline do the talking, but you know what?
Cage triggered.
Breeze's position, it's kind of compromised, and that forces him to switch things up. Flex, this is all about timing. We're just running away. Well, Flex, he's gonna find an empty site. There's no one there. It's all about timing, but Razor, the quick switcheroo, up close and personal with the SMG. That is just disgusting. I feel terrible. I feel so bad. but the spike will get planted, Hell. The weaponry not the best for Team Tamilas. And it is a man advantage for Nezuko. Retake on tag, floating around inside of the Omen smoke. And Rio pushing on up. Razor, oh, that's overkill. Bro, that's disgusting. And they all die in a second.
What?
All 3 deaths in 1 second. Simultaneous frags. That is as perfect a retake as you could wish for. Not a single point of damage being taken as well. Brilliant work from Nezuko as we do enter the final round of this first half of the deciding match, ladies and gentlemen. It's the grand finals after all. The winner of this map is going to be crowned the champions, the kings of the Level 5 Esports Battle for Glory. And Hell, right now, it looks like Nezuko, they have their eyes on that crown.
I think so too, because the way they're playing on the CT side and the way in which Tamilas are playing on the T side, if they don't get at least another round, and if Nezuko gets the pistol, I think it's game over then and there. So I think they need this third round at least to be in the game right now.
Yeah, they do indeed. And now Iron aggression this time is going to work on out, but then again, Zoid. Quick trade onto Raza. Getting into overeager, but Breeza
Get out of my way!
lying in wait. Making a bit of noise as well. Khan as well with his teammate. 3 players towards his B bomb site. Spike yet to be picked up. As enemy killjoy will be deployed. Oh, the timing on that! That is, oh, that's disgusting! That's pure filth! Again, Hell, 3 kills in 1 second? The timing of these re-aggression from Nezuko is just fantastic, and Breeze is there to finish off the job. 10-2. This has been the most lopsided half we've seen so far. As Nezuko, they're kind of just running away with this.
I don't get it. Where are the smokes when you need them? Like, why isn't there a smoke at elbow when people are falling down from hookah? Why isn't there a smoke at CT? If you have used Killjoy's ult, why aren't you waiting for it to get to 5 seconds before you commit? What's the point of, you know, I don't want to use the term, but going in like...
Headless chickens?
Yeah, headless chickens maybe, yeah.
There we go. Headless chickens, man. They don't last long in the wild. They usually wind up in KFC. And right now, if Team Tamilas, if they were a chicken, they are 1 foot away from a deep fryer. And unfortunately, the only one who's going to be eating them right now is Nezuko, who are just drooling. They're just 3 rounds away. If they win this pistol round, it's done. It's over. Now, the only way I see Team Tamilas bouncing back from this, Hell, is obviously, like it goes without saying, win the pistol, win the anti-eco, and then show us the best CD side they've shown so far. Unfortunately, the only good CD side we've seen from them was a long time ago on map number 1.
Yep, that's what makes me sad, right? Because when I was watching this game at the start, I thought Team Tamilas could actually become a really good team, not just for this event, but they could play really well in the way they were playing the city side of Haven. They kept changing it up, they were disciplined to an extent, and they were making plays at the right time. But apart from that city side, I'm very sad to say that in the 4 halves I've seen from them, there has been not even one part of it which says, you know, that they can play this game at a higher level. I think they need a bit more of practice to do the same.
They do have the individuals.
Yeah,
a couple
the
of these
individual
players,
skills, of course. I'm saying as a team.
As a team,
individually,
indeed.
yes. I think Flex is really good. Rafa is also really good. I think even Stoner is okay as a cipher, but as a team, they need. Even Zoid had some Christian. Everyone had their moments individually, but this game is more about the team. As you and me were talking
Synergy.
today, right? Yeah, it's more about synergy. It's more about how you play together as a team and what you do as a team. As an individual, you can only do so much in this game without the support of your teammates. So I think that is something they need to work on. Understanding the game, maybe watching some matches of players playing outside. So yeah.
But I mean that's also something which is gonna be expected, right? I mean, like you're talking about, like, for example, for people like you and me who do tend to watch the higher levels of competition, right? I literally was watching the VODs of Sentinels playing earlier, like a month old game, but I was watching that matchup. I think it was a Twitch Invitational. Just preparing for this cast. I was also watching the G2 game against Fun Plus Phoenix earlier. And you watch that, and even like you watch someone like VLT Gaming, Velocity Gaming, Ace's team, you kind of have these really high expectations, but also got to always remember that these community cups are for the up-and-coming teams who are still trying to figure stuff out, playing in a competitive environment. And you know what? Sometimes it's good to lose, because when you lose, you learn. The L stands for learning, not always for losing. So let's see if Team Tamilas can bounce back. 10-2. It is a very hard ask. It's a very tall ask indeed. Already a lot of presence being shown, and HellrangeR is going to just destroy Zoid. There's nothing he can do, but Rafa pushes in. It's going to be Stoner who's going to win the duel, in fact. A little bit of confusion, a little bit of a kerfuffle towards that B bomb side, but they're going to find themselves in an empty site, but they're not really committing yet, as Breeze is going to find a sneaky sniper sneaking in from behind, and he's going to be the lurk who cuts off the rotation. Ion's there ready and waiting as well. The two players holding the line Teflon to save his teammate, and there's nothing TagF can do, leaving it all in the very capable hands of Flex. But with a spike down in a 1v3, even such a good player like Flex, this might be a little too much to ask. Finds one. 2 more to go. Unfortunately, Breezer is far, far away, and Teflon Mike's right next to him. They can just peek together, and it's absolutely nothing Flex can do. Runs out of bullets! That is so unfortunate. Flex, for a moment, making me a believer, hell, but a pistol round won both the pistol rounds in his final map. And right now for Nezuko, it just feels like the last rites remaining for Team Tamilas. They're about to just read the final 2 pages of the last rites, the final 2 nails in the coffin, and this could very well be it. Force buy should be coming in here, and that is indeed going to be the case.
I think the scoreline of 10-2 made Tamilas very scared, because they were playing basically from the back of the site, and just one nade from the race made them all TP into the hookah. So, I mean, that pretty much secured the round. Nezuko Gaming.
Well, HellrangeR. I like that. You know what? That might have been perhaps one of the very few rounds we've seen so far where there was a quick pivot from a site to another site, right?
Yeah.
Almost every time, everyone just committed. Oh, there are 5 defenders at B. Well, screw it. We're still gonna go B. And for a change, and Nezuko was like, hey guys, it's another bomb site. You can go there. Oh, okay. A little bit of a kiss in the face for Teflon Mike. Must be really rough and itchy kissing that bearded face.
Oh my god, the stingers.
5v4. I love how right now Nezuko are just like toying with the food. They're forcing Team Tamilas to go. It's gonna be Flex. Oh, unfortunate. 4 players staring down onto poor Flex. It's all about timing. They're gonna go for the TP. Stoner not able to get the kill. Talk about terrible luck. And now heading straight into the B bomb side, but this could be a mistake. The 2 players lying in wait. Stoner is going to find HellrangeR from behind. Sword floating around the site. No one to where his position. And with the kill going the way of TagF, he should at least get one, but he won't. As Rio chimes in with a frag of his own, and Stoner is going to be left alone. Not something better than a Stone, but that is brilliant. Brilliant work. Throws in the dot, and as he takes it down, they peek together. Map match. A tournament point for Team Nezuko.
My heart cries seeing so many stingers in action in one round, because I don't really have faith in the weapon or anybody using it. It's really difficult. Like, I feel bad for Tamilas because they had, like, the situation was such that they bought that round with stingers, but it's a really shitty weapon. You can't do shit with it.
There you have it. Crappy weapon indeed. But 12-2. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised, and I wouldn't even hold it against Nezuko if they wanted to go for something insane. And, well, it was Flex desperate hell to get that ultimate of his, to get the Blade Storm, but unfortunately they were lying in wait. Stoner finds Breezer, though. That was maybe unnecessary from Breezer. They know how bad the economy is for the opposition. And Iron just trying to spot someone out, but that's a dead giveaway. They know where he is, and it's going to be Iron is going to get the trade. Actually, sorry, they knew where Iron was, but Iron still wins the duel. What am I even saying? And one by one, they fall hell. It's a 3v4. And this is looking very grim for the side of Team Tamilas.
And Rafa is gonna call
I
that
know
beast clear
exactly where
here.
you are.
Smoke's down.
They have the Cypher on.
Rafa needs to find this kill, and she, or rather he, will. And right now, all he has to do is just stay alive. Stay alive and be a distraction. Teammates coming in from CT, trying to go for the wall bang, but the stim beacon, this is going to be a problem. The damage going to be dealt, and they're holding on for the last stand, and it's a 1v2. Rather running around, but she won't get the kill, and it is going to be Team Tamilas. Their fingernails are battered, they're bloody, but they hold on the precipice. Hell, they're not quite done yet. One more round to be found for Nezuko.
I think this, like even this round, if after Breezer got the first kill, he could have just held on. I think they would have still won this round. Same for Ayan, right? He got that second pick. If he just held on and didn't peek Cypher, he would not have gotten in his ult, and Rafa would have called that B is clear, and they would have just stacked the A side. So, like, I think it's just a matter of time that Nezuko closes it out right now. But I just hope that they don't take it to the end and then choke.
Imagine they close it out with like sheriffs. That would be that'd be a gut punch.
Yeah.
Right there. Recon dart. Ponton, smoke's getting deployed. This is a full-on take. This is a full-on execute from the side. Razor running in with her all finds one, finds two. Oh my lord, what is going on? Stoner though, still alive, still not spotted out. But Razor, that is just illegal. Finds 3 kills. It's just pistols, hell. Just the pistols. And now Rafa, he's got so much work to do. And the nade gonna be dealing so much damage onto him. 40 points of health to work with. Blocked off, isolated, alone. As BRZ finds one, and BRZ with a double, the Sheriff to finish it off, and I jinxed them, hell. I apologize, Team Tamilas, because I said, imagine losing to the pistols. And
you had
lost
to say
the
it,
pistols.
didn't you?
Oh.
You had to say it.
What do you have to say about Nezuko, though? Like, compared to map 1 and, like, 2 and 3, which is fantastic.
Yeah, but they were like that. They had a difference of day and light between the first and the second and the third map. Like on the third map, especially, Nezuko was switching sides on the T side, even though there were only a few T side, few T rounds, but they still switched sides based on information. Whereas Tamilas was just going in like headless chicken. Like even if they knew there are 5, we'll kill those 5. With that mentality, they were going into the side. But Nezuko was still switching on the sides after they gathered the information, so that was very good to see, because that is something we didn't see in the first 2 maps from both these teams. They were generally just going to the side they chose and they were going to hit it. But I think the teleports has some things to do with the decisions of I forgot the team name. Sorry, I blanked out. Nezuko, yeah. Nezuko, because there were teleports available, they were making those decisions very quickly. But regardless, it was still refreshing to see that they were aware of what decisions they should make and when they have to make it. But as for Tamilas, I was pretty excited after I saw their Haven City half, but apart from that, it went pretty much downhill from there.
Well, I mean, there are a lot of things they can work on. I feel like a lot of things both teams can work on, but you know what? We can talk about it later on. Right now, I just want to talk about and congratulate the winners. Nezuko will be, ladies and gentlemen, the winners of Level 5 Esports, the champions of the Battle for Glory Grand Finals, done and dusted over here. And yeah, it was a fun series. It was a fun final series. I do want to thank Level 5 Esports for allowing myself and Hell to cast this game. Also, my first Valorant game. It was actually kind of fun, all things considered. Hell, thank you again for joining me. And for those of you just tuning in, been watching this entire thing over the weekend, thank you. I mean, everything is for you guys tuning in, watching, making all this possible. Please don't forget to like and subscribe the channel as well. So, I think Level 5 have done a very, very good job, considering they're kind of new to doing events of this nature. And I feel like, for Hell, I don't know about you, but like for newer games coming up, we need these grassroots tournaments, right? Where you have not just the best teams playing, but some of the up and coming teams playing for, regularly.
For sure. Even in CSGO, right? We had those events where, if you remember, me and you started off with Game God Cups, and after that, it was all about those from 1.6 to CSGO. It was all about those cafe events, right? Which all the people used to play. And right now, in the time of this pandemic, online community events are all we have for as grassroots events. So I think it's very refreshing to see such initiative come from different parts of India, and with level 5 esports doing this, I'm pretty sure they're going to do this in the future. So do subscribe and like their channel. And it was fun casting with you, Blair. It was fun holding your hands in your first Valorant event again,
Thank you.
just like I did in CS.
No,
And
no, no. This is where I say like very rude words to you. But unfortunately, since we're online right now, I'm just gonna say GG, well played. Team Tamilas, unfortunate, but hey, you know what? They reached the finals. So they did do something right. Hopefully, they go back to drawing board and they come back stronger, better, and maybe hopefully get their vengeance against Nezuko. And for Nezuko, considering they lost the Agni series, I think the finals or the semifinals to Team VLT just before this game, mind you, it was like a 13-3 or 13-4 drubbing, right? I felt that was an incredible comeback from them. The fact that they were able to just like kind of strike back, and after losing map number 1 as well, so kudos to them. They can at least probably go back, go to sleep and feel a little better about themselves. But that's it from our end here. We're not going to keep you guys longer anymore. I know Hell's really hungry. Wants to grab his dinner. He's just been DMing me, messaging me on WhatsApp saying, "Just stop the stream, goddamn! I want to eat." I'm going to go grab some dinner as well. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us in making this a pretty fun day, fun event, and hopefully we're going to do more events in the future. Once again, GG, well played. I'll catch you all later.
did hit Deathmaker. Flash, flash. Going in hard.
Expally is so aggressive right now. That was a pretty nice shot by him. Oh my! He has no idea. Nice shot by Deathmaker.
Like first, like welcome to the channel.
Gets two. He's gonna get a third one. And he does. Landing fast.
Whoa.
Get out of my way!
Oh, what just happened there?
That was. Is he gonna?
No, another one. No. Oh my god.
He got
What an insane bouquet.
boy.
Maybe attacking not giving him a second. Taking down Vega, what is this guy doing? Is he going to kill everyone by him? If the putting Mechanics by taking some backline, Mechanics gets a beautiful bouquet.
Gets three.
The Earth's been imposed by the team.
Getting a kill on next lightning. Him getting a kill on the Faker. Him getting a kill. Oh, what a round. What a round by him.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their
My life has been nothing but failure. The tale of Jiraiya the Gallant.
Bye.